This is what 5 days inside Awaken the Dream looks like. Famous YouTuber Cowan's first ever luxury spiritual retreat in the jungles of Costa Rica. A week of adventure, connection, and completely transforming yourself from the inside out. And this is me, your average, not so average spiritual girl who quit her government job to travel the world and give her dreams a go. And this crazy journey brought me here, to Awaken the Dream. Do I think a retreat like this could help lead me to my dream life? I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to say yes to the adventure. It's the night before I leave to go to Costa Rica. I got the opportunity to go to Cowan's Awaken the Dream retreat.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I just feel like, what did I do? How did I say yes to this? Is it possible to manifest my dreams? And I think it is. But I want the evidence in front of me. We'll see what comes out of this retreat. All packed and ready to go. And we're boarding. And just like that, we were in Costa Rica. We made it to the hotel. It's like 1:15 in the morning. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep. We met the rest of the retreat participants at the airport because we were all going to share a shuttle to Selva Armonia. We all bonded immediately and felt so high on life. We just saw the ocean for the first time. Oh, and the smell! There's like literally butterflies and birds and everything. It's a toucan! Wow! Arriving at Selva felt like walking into a daydream. It's such a surreal feeling to meet people in person who you followed online for so long. Everything was just perfect. Honestly, I just feel like a kid again. So I'm gonna be rooming with Zoe, but she's not here quite yet. This is our view. Oh my god, total jungle vibes. What? This is amazing. Oh my god. And they also left us really nice little packages. Aww. Look at all this CBD oil. It's kind of epic to be here. Everyone is so high vibe. They have a dream and they're just such full of love type people. After dinner, we arrived at the yogashala to begin the opening ceremony. The women from the local indigenous Bree people came to do a cacao ceremony, blessings, and storytelling. In that moment, it felt like a portal opened. As a community, we were from all over the world with different challenges and stories, but one thing we had in common. Each of us believed in the power of our dreams. And for the next 4 days, we would alchemize those dreams into reality by setting intentions, removing blocks and limiting beliefs, and healing together as a community on the land. Good morning.
5 minutes!
I'm about to go on a plant walk with Stephen Brooks.
Oh, can you guys hear it? Listen, there is a symphony of plant song right now. And somehow we've lost the ability to listen.
Selva Armonia is a retreat center, but they also designed the facility using the principles of permaculture. There are just lush gardens and edible plants everywhere. And our instructor, Stephen Brooks, was able to take us through the facility and explain a lot to us about the land.
Anybody know what that is? It's actually called clitorea. This one right here is a perennial salad.
He's a little kooky, but that's also what makes his personality so magnetic to learn from.
What do you think about you guys, this is a cool one. Isn't it amazing just to have unlimited bananas?
Yes. After the plant walk, I decided to stay at the retreat center, even though the rest of the group was going on a little field trip to plant some trees. Soon after arriving at Selva Armonia, I started to feel kinda ill. I think I had been running on adrenaline for so long in my life that when I got to a space this welcoming and this relaxing, something in me just started to let go, and I began to process a lot of suppressed emotions I'd been carrying. At the time, this was one of the saddest days of the retreat for me, but in hindsight, it was actually one of my favorite. I think it marked a turning point in my life where I started to tune in and actually listen to myself and what I needed. I'm lying in the hammock now as the sun is setting. Normally I'm the kind of person that wants to do everything and be everything, and well, I just feel like I couldn't lie to the jungle. You just can't close yourself off here. I might do a journal entry and process everything that's coming up. What I want to let go of is non-authenticity, and I want to call in Dharma. I call in being healed. And that's the view right now.
Water out.
By night one, I just felt like I needed to surrender to the process and let go of any preconceived notions of what this retreat was going to be about and just open myself up to the experience completely.
Good morning. It's like 5:30 in the morning and we're going on a surprise adventure day.
You have no idea what's in store today. Let's go!
What are we doing today?
Fuck if I know.
We're getting flippers! I wonder if that means we're gonna snorkel! Zoe, you look so beautiful.
So beautiful. Look at your little hat.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Once we get on when you're resting, just stick it in your crack like that, and that's great.
You were ready to rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Costa Rica represents 5% of the world biodiversity, so 3% right here, and the other 2% in the rest of the country.
Where? Where?
Well, no, they are around here.
Really?
We're seeing.
These whales are just trying to fuck, and we're here watching them. We got an audience.
The tour guide was saying that there's like a whole mating group going on and there's a bunch of whales following one female and it can take days to catch up with her and only one of them will actually get to mate with her. In the end, we saw at least 7 whales. It's pretty magical.
So these individuals use the island as a very religious place. Anyways, the place is not open to the public, very preserved, and just a very few people are allowed to get into the place.
Our day on Cano Island ended up being one of the most spiritual experiences of the whole retreat, and it's for that exact reason that I actually don't want to talk too much about it. It was like being at an old sacred church, holding the memory of generations before it. It was barely mine to witness, let alone talk about online. Some places are so deeply sacred, it becomes our responsibility to ensure they stay that way.
Wow, so a hermit crab?
They change the life, the home every 3 months.
Wow. Hi. Oh my god.
If you're into earth stuff, this would literally be an environmentalist's dream. I'm so happy.
If you need it, then you can leave it in here, but the thing is that
It's fully nighttime now in the jungle. I decided to turn the camera off and I feel so deeply rested and thankful for all I'm experiencing. Good morning, YouTube. I'm literally brushing my teeth in an outdoor bathroom in the jungle. I'm about to go meditate.
Every day we did some form of yoga and meditation together as a community. And even though each of our days were so jam-packed, it felt wonderful to wake up and practice our spirituality together. Our instructor was Andrew Seven Seeley, and he was just such a grounded spiritual leader for everyone at the retreat. And it was just such a blessing to learn from him every single day. There were so many moments in yoga where I felt and released an emotion I probably wouldn't have felt safe to feel otherwise. And by the end of the retreat, I became really inspired again about the power of somatic healing. I found it really important to journal and take time to process my thoughts and be in my own energy. We kept going from workshop to workshop, or inspiring conversation to another conversation, and there were just so many ideas that came out of those moments. And I didn't want to forget any of these thoughts or realizations. I really wanted to integrate them into my life fully post-retreat.
How's your mask going?
So good.
Yeah.
In hindsight, when I'm thinking back on Awaken the Dream months later, what I remember the most are these quiet moments of introspection or deep moments of connection with other people that I met at the retreat. I had only met these people 4 days earlier at this point, but I really felt so deeply bonded to everybody else.
What did you get?
What you are going to
It does.
I know.
It really does.
On the fire day of the retreat, we had the most magical Awaken the Dream workshop where we gathered as a community, meditated about the version of ourselves we wanted to call in, and wrote a letter to ourselves that we were supposed to open exactly 1 year after the retreat finished. I was really humbled by how powerful it feels to set intentions and hold each other accountable towards your dreams when you're with a group that you trust, and reflected a lot on how much our culture has gotten away from a sense of authentic community. I truly believe that we're not really meant to heal alone or call forth our dreams alone. We're meant to collaborate with people we resonate with.
This is really just the most incredible view.
Tomorrow's like the last full day. Now 3 days in, the biggest shift I feel is a vibrational shift rather than having a sense of how all of the things I want are going to come to fruition. It's more just the belief that they can, whereas before I still had a lot of doubt, and that impacts how you go after what you want. The night's not even close to being done yet. And exhale to all.
Good morning, Internet.
I'm definitely feeling a little bit tired, but also sentimental because it's the last day. We'll see what comes out of today.
Rock to the waterfall. I don't know the words. We're about to enter another sacred ceremony, but we're going to be doing a silent meditation walk to our location.
Hey woman, awaken the dream. Hey woman, awaken the dream. I hear my own voice calling my name.
At the end of the hike, we arrived to meet Lama Dorje. He's a Tibetan Buddhist Lama who's building a world peace center in the mountains of Costa Rica. On the rocks, he guided us through a meditation and traditional wind horse ceremony. By the end, each of us were given an element, either earth, fire, water, or air, that would carry us through an intention until a natural cycle of wisdom was complete. Mine was air, the element that I coincidentally struggle with the most, representing judgment, inaction, and daydreaming when out of balance, and creativity, flow, and acceptance when in balance. Each of us were given a bracelet to represent this intention, and Lama Dorje instructed us to keep it on until it naturally falls off. During the wind horse ceremony, I gained a lot of clarity around my core intention for my dreams, which is to bring creativity fully into my life.
Vlog interrupted to sit in the truck. Whee! Oh. All right. Yep, this is a new experience.
Becomes a gospel choir. Breathwork is a series of breathing techniques used to do many things, such as calming the central nervous system, releasing trauma, or inducing altered states of consciousness while staying sober. People have been practicing breathwork for thousands of years, but it is only starting to reach the mainstream in North America recently. This breathwork session ended up having a profound impact on my life. I was able to release a lot of stored memories that helped me feel lighter and grounded as I left Awaken the Dream.
That was the most intense breathwork I've ever gone through. I lost control of my body. I had visions of past lives. And then it all came back to the little girl that I was who was told to stop crying when I needed to be told I could express myself. And I'm so tired of living in a culture where we're taught to not express ourselves, so we just dim our light. It's not serving anybody.
Thank you so much. I feel like this breathwork made the fire inside me burst. I'm like my face is on fire.
She's a birthday girl. Sky, you just gave birth. Come on. You did.
The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man.
We're just about to get on the bus and go back to San Jose. I'm still processing the experience and everything that happened here. I'm not really sure how this is going to influence my life to come yet, but I do feel different. I've begun this process of releasing so much stored energy and negative beliefs, and that's just going to continue throughout my travels here in Costa Rica for the next couple months. And this just feels like the start of the whole journey.
I love you all so much. It's been a blessing to see your growth, your expansion. I can't wait to see what you create and what dreams you awaken.
Okay, so essentially it is
1 year
after Awaken the Dream. Wild that I've only got around to editing this now, but in a way it's good because the question stands. Did I manifest my dreams? The year following Awaken the Dream was wild. A lot of what was on my vision board is complete. This retreat opened doors that never would have opened otherwise. I traveled for like 5 months after the retreat ended. I really started getting into my creativity again. I also had a really beautiful love story that's still going on now, and tried out a lot of grassroots work in my field. But the year that followed Awaken the Dream, for every high I experienced, there was also a low, and it was like the most turbulent year of my life. I'm not sure if that's the answer that you want to hear or not. I think the main thing that I learned is that you can't just focus on the ritual aspect and the energetic aspect of manifestation. You also have to do aligned action. It requires changing your behavior, it requires building habits. I also really learned the hard way that you have to respect divine timing. Sometimes you might do some of the actions and find out that there's still a lot more healing to do, and last year I did a lot of healing. So I guess in that sense, the story of life just continues to unfold. If you want to go on a retreat like this, Sky's probably going to be offering more as the years go by. And I would definitely recommend this retreat to anyone, especially if it resonates with you. It was truly one of the best weeks of my life, and if you go in with an open mind and an open heart, maybe it'll be a turning point in your life as well. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I'm amazed. I love you. I'm so grateful.
The adventure continues. Bye!